LeBron fans, Cleveland fans, anybody who's just hoping for a good series, man, I'm here to tell y'all, hope is not lost. I figured out how the Cavs can beat the Warriors, dog. Guys, kings, and queens, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, you hear me? Game 3 Eve, you know. Game 3 Eve, you know. And we back for another episode of Hoops Talk, man. Another segment, bro. And oh man, I feel good about this video here at the 5. Now, as y'all obviously just heard me say, I figured out a way to beat the Warriors. Now, mind you, I've been up all night thinking about what can the Cavs do to slow down this machine, this juggernaut, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I felt like a mad scientist when I finally came up with an idea, bro. I've got it. All right, listen, bro. Just listen. Just hear me out. Come in, y'all come in close. Bro, come in close, shorty. Come in close. All right. This what y'all need to do. First things first, you have to double Kevin Durant, right? When he crosses half court, of course you don't double him as soon as he crosses half court. You gotta wait until he decides he wants to make his move, right? Kevin Durant he can go left or right, but I feel like Kevin Durant loves to go left and pull up. He loves to pull up going to his left, and when he goes to his right, he loves to drive. So here, whenever he goes right, I feel like that's when the double should come. Bro, we gotta test Kevin Durant. We gotta see if he can really be a playmaker and make these cross-court passes. That's why the man that's guarding Tristan Thompson, not Tristan Thompson, but the man that's guarding Zaza Pachulia, Iggy, David West, or JaVale McGee, that has to be the man that we send a double. So if Kevin Durant is, going right or whatever, TT gotta come double and help off of Zaza, and then, that we get the rotation going from there. But we gotta get the ball out of KD's hands, and the man that's leaving Zaza, if KD has no option but to pass to Zaza, we have to live with whatever Zaza Pachulia does, right? If he scores, right? But we gotta live with that. We can't be letting Kevin Durant kill us. On the other hand, when there's a screen and roll action going with Steph Curry, when Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, whenever they in the screen and roll, first of all, when they running off of all these screens and stuff, there should never be a situation where we trying to go over the screen. You try to go over the screen on Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, you already too late. What you need to do on these screens is the same thing they did last year. You have to switch every single screen. You have to switch every single screen. If you try to go over, you try to go under, you're too late. They too great of shooters for that, right? So back to the screen and roll thing. When they setting all these screens, man, we gotta be sure to bump them. Like, we gotta play more physical. We gotta muck the game up. We gotta make it ugly, man. Bump these little skinny, light-skinned dudes when they coming off these screens, man. Bump them. And like I said, double team Kevin Durant, we can do the same thing to Steph Curry. One of those guys, one of these guys has to come off and help and double Steph Curry. And I'm not saying double team Kevin Durant every time he go right. But sporadically throughout the game, you want to throw a double team at him. Don't just do it every play because then it becomes predictable. But sporadically throughout the game, you throw a double team at him. You throw a double team at Steph Curry. Make somebody not named Steph Curry or Kevin Durant beat you, right? So when you help off of one of these guys who's not a known playmaker or shooter, you force them to have the ball in their hands and you force them to beat you. If Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, or Kevin Durant at the top of the key, doing a screen and roll with JaVale, David West, Zaza, or Iggy, I feel like if one of those 4 players are setting the screen for them, it's got to be an instant trap. It's got to be an instant trap because what you're doing is you're forcing the ball out of their hands, right? And if you can, why it doesn't even make sense to switch a screen when Zaza and them is setting a screen for them. Just trap the ball and force them to kick it back to Zaza, and you just live with whatever Zaza do. You just live with whatever David West do. You just live with whatever JaVale McGee and Iggy do. We'll give Iggy those jumpers, bro. Like, we'll leave Iggy. You gotta pick your poison with this team. And that's the poison we gonna pick. If we lose because Iggy couldn't miss and Iggy had a career high, then that's so be it. But we can't keep allowing ourselves to get lost in matchups and lost in transition and Kevin Durant having 35, Steph Curry having 30. That can't happen. Double the screen and rolls, force them to kick it back to one of the 4 guys that I just said, and then you let one of those 4 guys be a playmaker. Let them see if they can be a playmaker. Let those guys beat you. Another thing that Cleveland should do is, you know, Tyronn Lue already came out and said that JR was gonna be starting. I wish Shump was starting, because I really need Shump to play KD more, man. Shump has really good hands. Mind you, it's still a mismatch because, you know, KD's size, but Shump has really good hands that I know he can distract KD. Not distract him, but like, you know, he can attempt to make things uncomfortable, right? But even though LeBron has a better size advantage for KD, LeBron shouldn't be guarding KD in the first quarter, because that take away from his production on the offensive end. It's just a bad idea. That's why Shump has to take those minutes. That's why Richard Jefferson needs to play more, so he can have those minutes on KD. And when they go to that depth lineup, you know the Warriors love to go to that depth lineup. Iggy, KD, Draymond, Clay, and Steph. When they go to that depth lineup, whoever is guarding Iggy, that has to be the help man, right? So whenever we send a double at KD or whoever it is, it has to be whoever's guarding Iggy. And you have to force that pass. You have to force him to pass that mug back to Iggy, bro. And you make Iggy beat us. We live with whatever Iggy does. You know, that's the main thing that comes with slowing down these Warriors. You know, there's some obvious things too, like getting back in transition. Game 2, Kevin Love was awful in transition. I mean, in both games. I mean, like, Kevin Love just be looking dead. He had a good game in game 2, but in transition, his defense is awful. TT ain't giving us no boards, man. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. But it is what it is, man. We back at home. Role players should be playing better tomorrow. But those are the keys. Trap those pick and rolls. Force them to kick it back to Iggy or one of those 4 guys that I named, and make one of those 4 guys beat you. And you just live with whatever they do, man. You know, and if they making their shots and if they making the right plays, and so be it. But giving up 38 to KD and giving up 32 to Steph Curry and giving up 22 to Klay Thompson, that's a recipe for a blowout. That's my secret formula, guys, kings and queens, man. Y'all, you know, if y'all got any other suggestions on how to beat this team, y'all let me know. I stayed up all night thinking about this, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, man. Got me like a mad son. Bro, I wonder, see, that's my thing. I'm just a spectator. I'm just a dude watching the game on the TV, bro. Like, if I can see this, surely the professionals can see this. I know I'm not the only one who thought about this. They haven't thought about double teaming Kevin Durant and making him have to get the ball out of his hands back to Iggy or JaVale or Zaza. Like, come on, man, especially Zaza. I would love for the ball to be in that fool hands. He gonna whoop. But we'll see, man. Sounds like a good game plan to me, y'all. Guys, kings and queens, B. Collins, man. Thank y'all for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, share this content, comment if you got any other suggestions on how to beat this juggernaut, bro. But that's what I got. You know, somebody let the CAVS organization know, man. Somebody slide this video to them. Pass this information along. They can use this, bro. Get me on a coaching staff, man. Get me on a coaching staff, bro. I can help y'all, man. But anyway, y'all remember to love somebody and hug somebody. You're here today. You're gone today. I'm out.